Welcome everyone. My name is Dr. Elena Michaels and I want to welcome you to my channel. We're going to do a tarot reading, an angel card reading, and a guided meditation. So this is not rehearsed, it's all very spontaneous. And the cards let me know where we're going to go in the guided meditation. But I want to ask you, if you haven't already, please do subscribe below on the YouTube channel. And that way, I do this every week. I didn't do it last week, but I miss it very, very rarely. So I'm really happy you're here with me, and it's great to see you. So we just are still in the Mercury Retrograde, and it's really been a doozy. Now, Mercury is the planet of communication and technical issues. So even this morning, someone sent me a note and said, oh my gosh, my computer's not working and I have to do this course. And so every day I have experienced, I've got cats, so I've got a cat here. Every day I have experienced some kind of technical issue, whether it's been a computer issue, a cell phone issue, my garage door opener didn't work, I got locked out of my house. There was not communication between me and someone who was working here, and they locked me out and I didn't have a key. I mean, every single day it's been something. Missing people on the phone, they leave you a message, you call them back, you leave a message there. Miscommunication in relationships, there's been a lot of that. So when Mercury is retrograde, it's not a good time to make a big decision about something. It's a good time to gather information so that when Mercury goes direct, you've done your homework and you're clear about what you're going to do and what the direction is that you're going in. So this is a really good time to collect your information and think about what you're going to do and make notes about what you're going to do, and look into resources to find the materials you need to do what you're going to do. But like, I have a decision I have to make about something, and it's been very vague. I can't get clear on the decision, and I've decided I'm not going to try right now. I'm just going to wait till Mercury goes direct and the decision will be clear. And you'll see, Mercury goes direct on February 3rd. So look for the 4th, 5th, and 6th to start being really clear about things you've been trying to figure out, or communications you've been trying to do, or any of that, okay? So that's what's going on, people. And when we have a Mercury retrograde, we just kind of have to roll with it, because it can be extremely frustrating if you get caught, right? That's right, that's what she says. It can be extremely frustrating if you get caught in the drama of things not working and communication not being clear. So I'm going to put some music on right now, and we're going to get going here. Okay. I had it on before, but then I turned it off to check the video. See, that's an example. I had it on and then I turned it off and forgot to turn it back on again. Light bulbs, my light bulbs went out yesterday. I mean, crazy stuff, crazy stuff. My fire alarm was going off and beeping constantly every 30 seconds when there was no fire. So there's just a lot of that kind of technical frequency kind of stuff that doesn't really flow when Mercury is retrograde. So just remember that. Don't get caught up in it. No, it's going to get better. And this happens several times during the year. And when it happens, it's good to be aware of it, because it saves a lot of frustration and it saves a lot of angst on our part if we're aware of what's going on and we know that it's going to shift and change. Okay? All right. So let's see what I've got here for what the cards are going to show us. Okay. If any of you have noticed things like this during this Mercury retrograde period, send me a note, let me know, or post it below. A lot of you do send me notes all the time, but I think you like to protect your privacy, so you don't really do it publicly. Okay, so we're going to go into this deck right here. This is, I like to do shuffling on the camera so you can see that I haven't pulled the cards before. And I'm asking that whatever cards show up, that they be cards that are relevant for everyone who's watching or listening. And you know, many of you send me notes and say, oh my gosh, the reading that you did was like it was just for me. So think about a question that you want an answer to right now, and maybe you'll get the answer or get some more ideas about the direction to go in when Mercury goes retrograde from the cards that show up today, okay? Because this is a reading for all of you, and I ask when I do it that it be a reading for all of you whenever you're watching or listening, which is pretty amazing. And I know it happens that way. People will watch this, you know, a few days from now, or watch it again after seeing it already this evening, and then they'll say, my gosh, it still made sense to me. It still was perfect for me. So let's see what's going on here. Now, I ask that we be divinely protected by healing white light while we do this meditation and while I do the card reading for you. By the way, some of you have asked, yes, I do this privately, and if you're interested in that, go ahead and contact me. I got a couple requests about that recently, so I just wanted to make sure to mention it. Okay, these are energetic tools, and they do kind of shift, and it's kind of like when you have a book, and you read the book, and you think, oh, that kind of made sense, and then you read the book again, like a year later maybe, and you think, was that in the book before? I don't remember that part, because it wasn't resonating with you at that time. So the cards are like that too. All right, here we go. One more cut, and the card on top. Let's see what it is. Oh my God, you know, this card was in the back of the deck when I picked up the deck, and I thought, I wonder if that card's gonna show up, and here it is. This card came up recently also. I think it was maybe the last reading or the reading before that. Okay, so this is the Seven of Cups. Here we go. See it? And I'm gonna tell you about it in just a moment. But you know what? I'm getting a guidance to choose another card from this deck. And so, when I get guidance, I follow up on it. And that's what I'm gonna do right now. So we've got the Seven of Cups right here. And let's see what else is gonna pop up. I'm gonna choose the very next card. Okay, and this is a pentacle. This is the Five of Pentacles. See that? Depressing looking, isn't it? Okay, but things are not always what they seem. Okay, let's talk about this, all right? I'm gonna get my glasses and put them on so that I can see clearly. And here we go. First of all, we're gonna talk about the Seven of Cups. Okay, now when you look at this, you see there are many choices, okay? Cups have to do with emotion. They're water. They're in the suit of water in the tarot. So they have to do with many, many choices. See that? Many, 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 many choices. Okay. Some are very obvious, jewelry and very obvious things. Okay. Many choices. But the choice that is the one that has the red around it is probably the right choice. Because that choice is the one that is not so obvious. And if you think about something that you're trying to get an answer to, go deeper. Not in the very obvious options, but go a little deeper and, right? That's right. Go deeper and look below the surface to the underlying energy of what might be going on, okay? She's doing a new thing this year since 2022. She's wanting to be much more involved, which is really interesting. Do you want to come on my lap? Huh? You want to come on my lap? Come on over here. Okay, she's very verbal. She has a lot to say. This is the second card. This is a Pentacle card. The Pentacle cards have to do with, come here, come over here. The Pentacle cards have to do with the earth and finances and work, okay? And this, you see how there's light coming within from the 5 Pentacles right there? The external picture here is pretty depressing. We've got somebody limping, a young man limping, and a woman with her head down, braving the cold, braving the elements. Neither one of them is really aware of the fact that the light is coming from within, okay? So if you have some energy going on that is of the earth plane, finances, or work, again, look below the surface. Look below the surface, because there's the answer below the surface. The light, the answer is coming through the Pentacles. The answer might be coming through your work. It might be coming through money. And so keep these 2 cards in mind. And we're going to get more clarity right now, because I'm going to choose from a different deck. Well, no, I don't really choose, okay? Come here. Come on over here. Come on over here. You can't just sit back there making a lot of noise. Okay. All right, I'm going to choose from this deck right here. This was my little heart that just, I keep this in that deck. This is a selenite heart. And it just reminds me to always come from love. All right, so I'm going to choose from this deck right here. See, aren't they pretty? They have a nice little gold thing right there. And we're going to ask the angels to give us more clarity. Okay, give us more clarity on what we just discovered here. Give us more clarity on the questions that you may have. All right. More clarity, more substantiation, more validation, more clarification, more information. Okay. This is giving and receiving. Okay? Giving and receiving. All right, so we're going to talk about that. And for that one, I'm going to grab the little book that comes with the deck and talk about giving and receiving. This is well, it's interesting. My cat is all over the place here. And see this woman? She's got an animal right by her. Right? She's got an animal right by her. This is a kangaroo with a little baby in its pouch. Okay, let's see. Giving and receiving. Hey, Luna, you want to come over here? Come on. Come here. Come here. Come on. Come on. Come on. Okay, well, I guess you don't want to. You want to sit back there and make a bunch of noise, I guess. Okay. You want to come over here? Come on. Come on. Come on. No? Okay. All right. Giving and receiving. All right, so let's read this. The entire universe operates in cycles. The entire universe operates in cycles similar to your inhalations and exhalations. When you only exhale, give, or only inhale, receive, you become out of rhythm with the universe. For optimal health, energy, and replenishment, balance each inhalation in your life with an exhalation. Somebody was telling me something about this just the other day. They were saying they don't bring anything in their house unless they take something out. In other words, they don't just accumulate. They bring something in and they have to give something away. So that's kind of a nice balance on the physical plane. So let's see what else it says here. The angels sent this card to you because your giving and receiving ratio has been out of balance lately. If you've been giving much more than you're receiving, you're likely feeling that others are taking advantage of your kindness. If your imbalance is in receiving more than giving, you may have felt uneasy, depressed, or even guilty. I think that's really important. If you've been giving much more than receiving, you've likely been feeling that others are taking advantage of your kindness. If your imbalance is in receiving more than you are giving, while it's impossible to perfectly balance giving and receiving each day, you can strike a healthy balance. To do so, make sure you give something like time, money, a gift, or compliments on a daily basis without expecting anything in return. On the same day, be a gracious receiver to unexpected offers of help, compliments, or other gifts. Say thank you without embarrassment or guilt. In relationships where you're the primary giver, express your needs and ask for help. Here are additional meanings for this card. In your relationships, make sure you both give and receive. The situation you're asking about, remember you asked for, I told you to have a question. The situation you're asking about requires balanced male and female energies, which are in each of us, by the way. To receive, first you must give. Tithe whatever it is you need more of, time, money, items, and so on. Affirm, I now receive good graciously into my life. Tithe whatever it is you need more of. Okay, so if you need more time, you give time to somebody. If you need more money, give a little money to somebody. If you need more items, give some. And so on. Affirm, I now receive good graciously into my life. There you go. Okay? So that's very interesting, giving and receiving. Now, how does that tie in? Let's see. This is where you have all the choices. All these things are being given. See that? All these things are being given. Choose appropriately, choose consciously, and don't go for the surface appearances. They look like very impoverished people. So maybe give some of your time and energy to a group, a foundation, an organization, or someone you know that needs some help. Okay, and remember, the light's coming in through the Pentacles. You'll always be taken care of. And here we have this beautiful woman. She's actually holding her hand out and giving a kangaroo some food. And she's got a parrot on her hand. So she's giving to the animal. So if you don't have an animal, maybe you could get one. And if you have one, appreciate them. Come on, you're gonna be in my lap now? Come on, it's okay, sit down. Speaking of appreciating animals, right? Right on cue. Oh my gosh, love it, love it, love it. All right, I'm gonna go into another deck here. It's okay, honey, just relax, relax, relax. Here we go. I'm gonna pull from the Indigo Angels. Let's see what's going on here. So you have to sit on my lap and be quiet, okay? Okay? She likes to emphasize certain points. See, these are pretty. They have a little silver. See that silver right there? Sit down. Come on, sit down. That's it, girl. Just lay down on Mommy's lap. She's 16 years old. At least, maybe 16 and a half. Okay, so we're gonna shuffle this. Luna, you have to move, honey. I gotta put my cards down there. Come on, go ahead. Move, 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 move. That's it. Good, good girl. Okay. I have cat hair now on the cards too. All right, more clarification, substantiation. This is real time, people. This is, I don't edit anything out here. I don't, oh, that card kind of would come out. I don't edit anything out. If there's a mistake or something happens on the video, that's just life. It's just gonna stay in there. So, slick? Probably not. Real and authentic? Probably. All right, divinely protected, more substantiation, clarification, validation, and explanation. Cut and take. Okay, self-reflection. All right, well, were you asking about something and wanting clarity? Take a look at yourself. And take a look at yourself in terms of, are you giving and receiving in balance? We were just talking about that. So you want to keep that in mind and see if your giving and receiving is in balance. This one just showed up too. Love yourself. See that? Love yourself. Okay, but I'm not going to go into the love yourself one. I'm just going to stick them back in the box. That was just the one that was on the bottom. I'm going to read to you about self-reflection. She's looking in the mirror. See that? Everyone you meet is a mirror for you. Let's say there's someone at work or someone in your life who's just really bugging you and annoying you, and something about them just bugs you. But it's a charge. It's not like, oh, they bother me, so I'm just going to stay away from them. It's not that. It's like they really bug me, and it's like getting to me, okay? That's a button that's being pushed. Now, is there something about that person? Let's say that person is sloppy in their work, okay? Let's say it's a coworker and they're sloppy in their work, and they don't, kind of like dot their I's and cross their T's, and it just bugs you. Now, look at yourself, remember? Self-reflection. Is there some part of your life where you're letting things slide, where you're not dotting your I's and crossing your T's, where you're not doing follow-through, where you're not being careful and conscious of your work or your activities or your interactions? So you look at yourself to see, what is it about me that does this thing that this other person is doing that is pushing my buttons? It's pretty interesting, because you'll find something. It'll make sense to you. Otherwise, you just wouldn't even interact with them. You just go about, do their thing, and it wouldn't have any energy charge for you. But if it's got an energy charge, there's a reason there's an energy charge. All right, I'm going to read to you about self-reflection now. Opened right to it. This card asks you to review your life. The angels guide you to see yourself as the indigo spiritual warrior you truly are. Now, those of you who know me and have been here before know about the indigos. You're one, I'm one, okay? If you're watching this, you are one. Indigos are often empaths. They're very intuitive. They are they're humanitarian inclined. They want to make a difference in the world. They want to elevate the frequency of the population. They want to elevate the frequency of the planet. They are very respectful. They're the kind of people that when they go shopping at the market, they put the basket back in the carrier in the parking lot. They don't just like leave it there for someone else to pick up after them. You know what I'm saying? They're aware, they're conscious. So, self-reflection. The angels ask you to see yourself as the indigo spiritual warrior you truly are. It's so easy to look back on your actions and feel guilt for things you've done to upset others. But that time has passed, and you don't need to bring that energy with you going forward. Enough. See yourself as a divine soul who's doing the absolute best you can, given the circumstances of your existence. As an indigo, You're designed to fight against that which no longer serves humanity. And this requires nothing more than being yourself. Just be yourself. Be authentic. I've talked about this before. Don't spin a bunch of plates in the air about all these things you're going to do or all these things that might happen. Just say what you're going to do and do it. And if you're not planning on doing it and you're just head tripping, don't even say it. Don't waste the energy. It's wasting your energy and it's wasting the energy of those you're telling it to. As an indigo, you're designed to fight against that which no longer serves humanity. And this requires nothing more than being yourself. Admit what's most important to you and ask the angels to guide you to these goals and wishes. Admit what's most important to you. You know, have integrity. That means in the wee hours of the night, you have no one to be accountable to but yourself. It means you do what's right, even if no one's looking. You know, there's something I want to mention. Without getting into a big political thing here, the person who is in charge of the country, let's just say that's the top, okay? The way that person interacts and the way they handle themselves and the consideration they have for others and the care they have for others who are not them or their immediate family, that filters down, all the way down into organizations, schools, businesses, and down to relationships. So if there is someone in charge that is humanitarian and wants to do for the good of all, and is not just thinking about themselves, and is not ridiculing people who are less fortunate or have a disability, if they're a humanitarian kind of person, they want to do what's best for everyone, then that's going to filter down. If there's a person in charge who is, this could be a boss, this could be, you know, the matriarch or patriarch of the family that you're in, your family of origin. If there is someone who is just thinking about themselves and their immediate needs and nobody else really matters, it's just about them, okay? But that filters down and you're gonna see it happening in your employers, you're gonna see it happening in your friends. You know, we're all in this together. I was listening to the song the other day by the Youngbloods. You know, get together. Come on, people now. Smile on your brother. You know, get together right now, right now, right now. Come on, people now. Smile on your brother. That was very, very much the theme in the 60s. And I feel like, and I've mentioned this before, I feel like we're having like the next evolution of that that's what we need, because there's so much division, so much divisiveness, so much separation, so much us and them. It's got to be all us. We have to make it us. We're all in this together. We're all in this together. So just kind of keep in mind some of those things and look at your life and see, you know, even in my own homeowners association, when someone wants to do something for the good of the entire, I'm not on the board, I'm not even a part of that whole thing, but when someone wants to do some good for everyone here, not just them, everyone who owns a home here, there are people that thwart against it for no reason. They just don't want to let it happen. They just don't want progress to happen. And that, look at the government. That's what's happening in the government as well. There are things that need to be done for the benefit of all, but they're being thwarted. They're not being allowed to happen. So what's happening there filters down, and even, you know, in relationships. I hope you get my drift. I'm going to pull another card. And the card I'm going to pull is another Archangel card. This is, well, I didn't pull one already, did I? Yeah, I did pull one already, but not from this deck. Okay, here we go. More clarification. We ask for more substantiation. We ask for more validation. We ask for protection and divine healing white light. The entire time we are in this space of going through this divination and meditation. Okay. All right. Indigo and crystal children. Okay, well, that's us, right? You, by the way, a lot of people just say, oh, the indigo children, you know, like they're just children. They're not. Indigos are any age. You could be 95 and be an indigo. Indigo and crystal children. See? All right, I'm going to read you about this. And you know, we're all children in the eyes of the Almighty, whatever you choose to call the Almighty. Any name is fine. It's still the same energy. Indigo and crystal children. This happens to be the archangel of Metatron, I believe. Let me double check. Yeah, it's Archangel Metatron. You have a bond with children. In particular, you can help children who are sensitive. Well, I think we're all pretty darn sensitive. If you're watching this, you are. If you're watching this, you're intuitive, you're an empath. If you're not, you wouldn't be sticking around watching it. Okay, you have a bond with children. In particular, you can help children who are sensitive. Your life purpose involves helping and teaching children. When I think of children, it can be physical children, or it could be anyone who is sensitive, intuitive, and looking to form their ideas about the world. You're here to help these children retain and amplify their psychic and spiritual gifts. Educate adults about natural and chemical-free ways to feed and raise these special children. In my work as a functional medicine doctor and a naturopath with my private patients, so much of what I do is educating them about how to take care of themselves, and that filters down into how they take care of their families, so that they can be more aligned with spirit and more intuitive to do what's right in the world for themselves, but especially and also for others, including those that depend on them who are more vulnerable. Educate adults about natural and chemical-free ways to feed and raise these special children. The very young crystal children and the slightly older indigo children are important to the future of this planet. You can help ensure their bright future, and I will help you. Metatron says, I will help you. Metatron says, I will help you. Working with Angel Metatron, Archangel Metatron. If you feel drawn to help children, your own or children in general, or anyone who is a student of anything, remember, you don't have to be a child. You could be that youthful energy of curiosity that a child has. Ask Metatron for an assignment that mirrors your natural talents and interests. That mirrors, remember her looking in the mirror? That mirrors your natural talents and interests. Metatron works closely with psychic and sensitive kids, and he loves to help adults help these children. If you need more time, money, ideas, contacts, or other support for this mission, call upon Metatron. He'll help you manifest your needs so your focus can be directed toward his beloved crystal and indigo children. You are one of them, regardless of your age. You are one of the beloved indigos. Okay? The crystals are they really are more like children, but the indigos can be any age. Can be any age at all. So, I think I know where we're going here for the guided meditation. And you don't want to get caught in the illusion of all the shiny objects. You want to go for deep. Go for deep. You You want to remember that the light is within, regardless of what the surface appearance shows, and to help those who are less fortunate than you. You want to make sure your giving and receiving is balanced. We're going to go with the breath a little bit in our meditation. Look in the mirror when something is bothering you or bugging you, and see if there's a part of you that is like that as well. Ask Archangel Metatron for assistance if you're unclear about your mission and you want guidance, resources, or ideas. If you want to work with children, or if you want to work with people who are learning something, you know, even adults who are learning something, you know, you want to go to COC and take a class, you'd be like a child, a student in that situation, learning something, okay? So I think we're going to go right now into the guided meditation. I'm just going to keep an eye on the clock here. By the way, I want to tell you, if you don't already know, when I start doing this, I start releasing a lot, and you might be doing it too. And that means that I'm yawning. I might be yawning, clearing my throat, coughing, sneezing. My eyes might be watering. I may get super thirsty. You'll see me, you know, if your eyes are open when I do this, you'll see me kind of, you know, drinking a lot. So that might be happening to you too. That just lets me know that it's time to move into the meditation part. And that lets me know that I'm downloading information and that I'm releasing so that I can download more, okay? I'm releasing more of the conscious part so that I can download more into the intuitive part so that I can share it with you, okay? Cat hair. All right. We're going to start the meditation now. And here we go. We're going to start the guided meditation now. So, make yourselves comfortable. I suggest you allow your back to be straight. If you want to sit up, that's fine. If you don't, that's fine too. Lie down and keep your back straight, okay? I'll give you a few moments to get settled. Also, you can change and shift your position if you want to. You don't have to be in the same position, all rigid, okay? This is about being as relaxed as possible. As relaxed as possible. Close your eyes. Any sounds you become aware of that are everyday normal sounds don't disturb you or distract you. Instead, they allow you to go even deeper into your own personal experience deep within. Begin to notice your breath. Become aware of having it being even so that your inhales and your exhales are the same length. Notice your breathing beginning to change. Starting to slow down. Be aware of the inhale and the exhale being even, giving and receiving equally. I'm going to count from 5 down to 0, and each count will allow you to relax even more and let go even more. Beginning on the count of 5, as you feel a relaxation starting at the top of your head and moving down over your body, down over your face, down over your eyes, down over your nose, down through your jaw. Loosen the jaw. Allow there to be a space between the upper and lower teeth so that your teeth are not touching, so that your mouth is loose. Continuing down through your neck, easily and gently. Easily and gently. Moving down on the count of 4 as your neck relaxes and lets go. Continuing down to your shoulders. You may be having thoughts. That's fine. Allow them to float on through like clouds in the sky. The upper arms relax and release, down through the elbows, the forearms, down through the hands and fingers. Easily and gently, moving down to 3 as the entire torso lets go. Starting at the top, the lungs, the thymus, which is about 3 inches or 4 inches below the indentation in the center of your neck between the collarbones. This is where your T cells are made for your immune system. Down through the lungs, all the organs in the torso, the stomach, the intestines, the liver, the spleen, the pancreas, the gallbladder, the bile ducts, the entire intestine area, small bowel, large bowel. Everything normalizing, everything recalibrating, everything releasing and relaxing so that your organs can function ultimately for your metabolism and your body chemistry. Coming down on the count of 2 as the thighs release and relax, the hip joints release and relax. Coming down through the knees, comfortable now, more and more comfortable. Coming down through the calves. On the count of 1. Down through the ankles. Down through the feet. Down through the toes. The entire body now relaxing and releasing from the tips of the toes to the top of the head. The body more and more comfortable with every breath. More and more relaxed with every breath. In a moment, when you hear the tones, allow yourself to go even deeper, letting go even more. Deeper and deeper with each tone that you hear. And drifting deeper now from 1 down to 0. And letting yourself go even deeper now, still. Your body having craved this opportunity to let go. Your body grateful that you're giving it the time that it needs to recalibrate. Letting your body go even deeper and your mind go deeper still into a very comfortable, relaxed state. That's it. It feels so good to just let go. It feels so wonderful to just release. Every cell in your body is so grateful that that is happening. In your mind, find yourself on a grassy knoll, looking up at a beautiful blue sky. There are some clouds, fluffy, cumulus clouds, happy clouds. And as you look closer, you see that the clouds are in the formation directly above you, in the shape of the letter of your first name. You're amazed that the clouds are in the shape of the letter of your first name, and you smile to yourself, and you go deeper and deeper and deeper, letting go more and more, feeling that smile on your face. There are some things that have been on your mind, some things you've wanted answers to, some things you wanted clarity about. trust and know that is coming. You may have had little snippets or flashes of images or ideas or words, but it's not yet concrete and clear. Just allow those images and flashes and words and ideas to continue to come, making notes if you choose to about any of it. Because there are always many, many choices. Sometimes the most obvious choices are not the best choices. Go for depth. Go for the depth in every part of your life, not the surface appearances. You are a magician and can create. The depth of your being is magic. The depth of your being has immense creative power. Do not get caught in the illusion of what things appear to be, or the illusion of how dire things appear to be. Look in a different direction and see the light shining. The light shines through the surface appearances if you look for it. Be kind to others and give of yourself, your time, your energy, your talents, your smile, your kindness. If there are animals in your life, pets, or if you work with animals, they have much, much to teach us. Connect with them deeply. Birds, all animals. Watch the birds. Sit quietly, possibly in the morning, and just watch the birds. Listen to them sing. That's a wonderful way to start your day. Always be doing self-reflection. Always be looking at yourself. Always be refining, improving, fine-tuning. That's what you're here for. To fine-tune and elevate yourself to the highest level possible. Keep that youthful curiosity and sense of adventure. Be open, yet have boundaries. Be open to new ideas, new ways of doing things. Be open to people coming into your life or sharing their wisdom or their energy with you, and give to them. Don't just take. Give back. Keep the balance. This will allow you to have balance in other areas of your life. And allow yourself to go deeper. Allow your mind to realign with anything you've heard or any flashes that you've had during this guided meditation. Allow your mind to recalibrate. It will do this on its own. Your body is whole and well. Your immune system is working perfectly. You are more in balance than you were before you started listening to this. You have recalibrated your frequency. You have given your body the opportunity to move into a parasympathetic state, to allow your body to recalibrate itself, to allow your body to heal. This can only happen in a parasympathetic state. You have given yourself an amazing gift of taking this time for yourself. You will experience the benefits. I want to thank you for joining me. I want to honor you for giving yourself this gift of time to recalibrate. I wish you many, many blessings. And until we meet again, namaste.